We're here at the Gibson booth, rather loud, but you know we've got a new product with Tascam in the DR-701D, and we're going to talk about that next. Hey everybody, Jeffrey Powers here from Geekazine. I'm here with Jeff from Tascam. How you doing?
How you doing?
It's been a great show over at CES, correct?
Yeah, real busy CES, a lot of great stuff, and we're real happy to be here.
I love the Tascam products. I have Tascam products myself. I have the 40D, which I use when I do one-on-one interviews. You came out with a 70D last year, which I was really excited about. But this one, I'm even more excited about in the DR-701D. So why don't you tell us a little bit more about it?
Sure. Well, this is the third recorder that we come out with that's designed for DSLR recording. And so it has a mount on the top of it that screws into the tripod mount, and then another mount on the bottom if you want to put it on the tripod yourself, which is nice because it keeps all the cables down out of the way of the camera, and you can just work with it as you're recording with the camera.
It works with the dials, and that's what I really like about it. So.
Yes. So it has 4 XLR mic inputs, and they're all recorded individually to an SD card, and then you have a feed that goes to your camera. So there's a built-in mixer, so you can do a stereo mix to the camera and then use that to synchronize. But some of the new features on this model, it has a timecode input on a BNC, so if you have a professional camera with SMPTE timecode, you plug it right in here. Okay. It also has something unique called Hdmi Timecode. Okay. So when you press the start button on your camera, it triggers the DR-701D to also start recording. So you only have to hit one record button and they're both starting at the same time.
Yeah, see, I have an Atomos Ninja, which I've been using with the DR-40D, where I actually put the Ninja right on top of it, screw it on, and then I can put that on the side or on, I have an external arm over there, and it works great. So I'm thinking of not only I could do that with this, but now I can actually implement the timecode option that the Ninja has, so I can really sync together the audio that I need to.
That's right, the HDMI, it's doing the triggering the start of the record. It also does time code from the camera, and also it's doing the same frame rate. So it's triggering the frame rate from the camera, so they'll never drift out of sync because they're both locked to the exact same frame rate.
Well, it has what, limiter on it, EQ, any effects on it or anything like that?
Yeah, every channel has a low-cut filter, which you can switch to, I believe, 3 different frequencies, okay. And then also a limiter. So that helps with if you're recording outdoors.
Or recording in noisy tents.
Noisy tents, absolutely.
And it does have a phase shift on it, so you can kind of separate the microphones a little bit.
Sure, and also there's a gain sensitivity, low, high, and mid, okay. So that you're not trying to get exact, very fine controls on the gain. You can change it a little bit, and it's not going to dramatically increase the volume.
Okay. So a little bit on this time code. Let's say I'm doing some sort of playback. Does the playback also work on the video? How does that work? Do you work with the video side of things, or do you work with this side of things when you're kind of checking to see how it all looks?
Yeah, it won't chase time code. Okay. But what you do is you just have the camera out, plugged into your camera in, so when you do playback, there's also a camera in, so you can listen to playback through the headphones. Okay. And if you have the HDMI out plugged in, then you can play that out to a monitor, and it'll have all the video and audio as well.
The USB, is the USB power, data, what?
Yeah, it's both. You can power it through the USB, so if you want to plug it into the wall and record all day, or you can plug it into the computer and get all your files off that way. Okay. Otherwise, you can just pop out the SD card and plug that into a card reader and get your files off.
What kind of battery system's in the back there then?
It has 4 AA batteries, and you can record for about 8 hours.
Okay. And that is that single track recording for 8 hours, or is that a multi-track recording?
That's multi-track, and obviously if you're using phantom power or the backlight or other factors, it might decrease a little bit, but 8 hours if you're not using any of those features.
Okay, perfect. It's not out yet from what I understand, correct?
No, it's shipping now.
Oh, it is.
And we didn't mention that it's also in a magnesium alloy case, so it's a very rugged design, so you can bash it around in that camera.
Was the previous one plastic, or?
Yeah, it was ABS plastic.
Okay.
So this one just even a bit more sturdier.
What's the price?
It's $599.
Really? That's not too bad for basically a 4-track recorder.
It's a 4-track recorder that's designed for use with video cameras, DSLR filmmaking, and purpose-built for that. So it works really well.
Oh, and I've used it just as a regular recorder with my band. You set up a few mics, you do a recording, you go from there. No video involved. But I love this because of the fact you have the time code option. Because now I'm getting into that type of stuff. I'll be able to do all the syncing that I need to. Very excited about this one. Jeff, thank you very much for your time.
Thanks for coming by.
All right, perfect. There you go, this Tascam DR-701D out. You can get it now, so go over and check it all out. I'll have a link over at Geekazine.com and YouTube.com/Geekazine. Until the next video, CES 2016, you guys geek out. Perfect.